What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we're going to take a look at some awesome battles submitted to the channel by a fellow content creator in the community, Zer Felro. So shout out to this battler. Thank you for sharing these battles with us. If you want to go check out his channel, link down in the description. Today's the final day of Great League and Johto Cup, as here in Season 11, the Season of Spice, we are seeing 1 week rotation. So starting later today, it's going to be Ultra League and Ultra League Premier Cup. So this is going to be an awesome team here. Gyarados, Greninja, and Walrein. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this team in these battles, and let's go and get right into it. All right, getting into the first battle here, we have Gyarados on the lead versus Alolan Marowak. That is a terrible matchup, so we're going to see that swap out right away, and we will see the Walrein come in. Now, Alolan Marowak decides to swap out, and we do see a Azumarill come in. So somewhat of a neutral matchup right here. Earthquake obviously needs to be landing in order to flip this mid game. So we'll have to see if the Azumarill is going to go ahead and shield. They do decide to shield. That is tough right there. Could have been a free Icicle Spear, but we will see a shield. Now, is it going to be a play rough? It is. Okay, so this is going to be play rough, Azumarill, which means both Pokemon can do neutral damage to each other. This is going to be a long, drawn-out fight, though. Walrein versus Azumarill, really bulky Pokemon, and they do shield again, so obviously they're really desperate to maintain switch advantage because Alolan Marowak versus Gyarados is definitely a tough one. So we will see a play rough come through. Now, Greninja here can potentially sweep with a shield. As we know, it can do very well against the Alolan Marowak, and we don't know what that final Pokemon is, but an Earthquake does finally land as there's no more shields left on Azumarill. But here comes the final charge move. Will the Walrein decide to shield? He's going to go ahead and go for it. It is going to be an Ice Beam shield bait, and now it's going to be a race to the next charge move. Can they get to the Earthquake in time? Yes, they can. This Earthquake is going to be taking out Azumarill, and this is beautiful now. Able to switch the mid-game here versus Azumarill. And we will see Alolan Marowak come back in and farm down, but able to hang on and get off one more Icicle Spear right here. This is hopefully going to do a decent amount of damage. Not too much. But Alolan Marowak does farm down, and now Greninja can come in. Having Dark Water typing is beautiful here. Going to be resisting the Shadow Bone if they decide to go for that, but this might just be a Bone Club. No, it's going to be a Shadow Ball, so still a lot of damage even though it is resisted, and they will go for Night Slash right away. Now, we do not know what that final Pokemon is, but obviously Alolan Marowak is going to be going down right here, and the final Pokemon is going to be an Altaria. This is going to be a very tough matchup. Cross poisons now are going to be thrown, and honestly, I don't know if they can pull this off. Hopefully, actually, cross poison's doing a decent amount of damage right here, and Greninja as well, if it can get to one Night Slash, might be able to close this game out, but this is going to be a very close end game. Altaria needs to be careful about how much energy it overfarms because it needs to be able to take out Gyarados, and it needs to be able to take out the Greninja. So Sky Attack does come through, takes out the Gyarados, but Greninja gets to the Night Slash in time. This is going to be doing neutral damage and hopefully enough here to take out the Altaria in game 1, and it is. Beautiful job right there, and Greninja sweeping the endgame. Alright, moving into the next battle, we got Gyarados on the lead versus another terrible lead right here. My goodness, these are bad leads. They're going to go ahead and swap right away into the Walrein, and the Talonflame is deciding to stay in. This is very nice for them, as here comes the charge move. They're going to go ahead and shield. Could potentially be Brave Bird right here. And it is actually going to be a Flame Charge, so maybe they are actually weak in the back to Walrein, but they will be able to get off multiple Icicle Spears right here. This does neutral damage to that Talonflame because of the Fire Flying typing. So let's see if Walrein can actually flip this around. It lands one. Here comes the second, but they do CMP tie, which is unfortunate. They're going to go ahead and shield again. And let's see what happens now. This is where things get very interesting, as Talonflame is going to have to shield if it wants to stay alive. And it will shield right here, which means Walrein's going to be able to get to another one in time. This is going to force that second shield right here. And if this does get the second shield from Talonflame, Greninja, again, could potentially sweep. They're going to go ahead and swap into the Greninja and bubble down. But a Stunfisk swaps in, and this is not a good swap in. Greninja can absolutely destroy the Stunfisk right here with Surf and Bubble. Look at how much damage that Surf does. They can easily go for Night Slash now for neutral damage. Take out the Galarian Stunfisk. Talonflame as well might have a charge move loaded. We will have to see. But they come in Oh, okay, spicy. All right, come in with the cast form. Gotta respect it right here. But Greninja does not care. There is still Gyarados alive. There is still Walrein alive, and Greninja is looking incredibly strong. Again, if you guys can get shields out of the way and get Greninja some energy, this thing can do incredibly well against the meta. Here comes an energy ball, though. Boom! Takes out the Greninja. And we will see Gyarados now come in. Going to be loading up on energy and trying to go for the lunge, but Cast Form does throw the charge move right away. Is this going to be the rock weather ball? It is. That does a lot of damage. We see Talonflame come in though, but remember it was extremely low. So Gyarados is able to fast move it down. And the lunge right here should be able to finish off the Cast Form, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. All right. Moving into the next one, we have Gyarados versus Stunfisk. Kind of a tough matchup right here. We'll have to see what they decide to do. They're going to go ahead and go straight into the Walrein again, doing super effective damage, which is really nice actually in the mirror. Both Pokemon, right? Discharge against the Walrein, Powder Snows, and Icicle Spears here, but they decided to go for Mud Bomb. Very interesting. We will see a Clefable come in, so they can just go straight for Icicle Spears right here and really get themselves shield advantage. This is going to be very nice for them, and hopefully this is the only Charmer on the team, because that means Greninja is going to have a very fun endgame if so. So here comes Walrein with all of the Icicle Spears fully loaded on energy, and it is just going to be pumping out damage. Now, can they get to 2 more though? I don't think they will be able to, which means Clefable is going to be able to farm down. They do decide to shield as well. This is going to be a very close race. Can they get to another one? Oh, they can, but not before the charge move comes in. I think they just might let it go, which they do. Meteor Mash takes out the Walrein. They're going to come in with that Gyarados, load up on some energy, and unleash Greninja on this team. 1 shield to no shield advantage. It is going to be a Probopass in the back, so things are looking very strong right here. Obviously going to be doing super effective damage to both Stunfisk and Probopass here with the Bubbles and Surfs. So this is looking very good. Nearly one-shots the Stunfisk right there. They will have to shield the potential discharge. Again, I think they are running it. Yeah, they are running the discharge. So they do shield that. They farm down. They're 1 fast move away from a Surf right here. And they are able to... Oh, they're overloading on energy. Okay, so they're going to go ahead and go for Night Slash first. Maybe trying to fish for the boost. I thought they were just going to go straight for the Surf here. But they do get to the Surf in time, and that is going to be a good game. Very well played. Greninja, again, sweeping this team with lead disadvantage. That is very cool to see. All right, moving into the next one, we have Gyarados on the lead versus Trevenant. Okay, we'll have to see how they decide to play this out. But let's see. Here we go. They decide to swap out actually right away into the Walrein, really wanting to force shields early here on Trevenant because of the Icicle Spear, which rightfully so, they can do that. And getting away shields early again gives the opening for Greninja to sweep endgame. Now we do see another Charmer come in. This is absolutely beautiful right here. The Ninetale is going to be taking neutral damage for the Earthquake, and we probably won't see a shield. They just shielded on the Trevenant, and giving up 2 shields this early would be devastating. Now, they are able to fully farm down, but not before an Icicle Spear now comes in. Will we see a shield here? No shield. Alola Ninetales barely hangs on. We're going to see the Gyarados come in right away, and they will be shielding the Psyshock, I'm guessing is what it's going to be. Okay, Weather Ball, that's fine too. They're going to go ahead and farm down now. A bit loaded on energy. Trevenant's going to be coming back in. And let's see how they're going to play this out. They're going to go ahead and go for the lunge now. This is going to be doing a decent amount of damage and also debuffing the Trevenant. And we might just see a... Oh, it lands. Okay, beautiful. They're going to go ahead and swap and catch the charge move. Now, is this going to be a Shadow Ball? They did just lunge. It is a Shadow Ball. That is a beautiful catch there on the Greninja. And the final Pokemon is going to be a Registeel. So let's see how Greninja does against the Registeel. Going for the Night Slash first. Both Surf and Night Slash do neutral damage here, and they are fishing for that boost. It would be lovely to see a boost right here. They're going to go ahead and go for the Surf now. If this lands, I think they might just be able to bubble down. Let's see. It does land, so this is going to be a very interesting game right here. Will they let this go, or are they going to shield on Greninja? They're going to go ahead and shield. They do stop that Focus Blast. Obviously, that would have boomed them out of the game. They're going to overload a bit on energy and go ahead and go for a Night Slash. Will they come in with the Gyarados as well? to try to catch the Focus Blast. Let's see. They do decide to swap, and they catch the Focus Blast. What a beautiful swap here. This is not going to do too much damage. Yeah, beautiful catch right there. We see the Trevenant try to come back in, and they will go for the Cross Poison. Oh, man. You love to see catches like that. That is absolutely amazing. Cross Poison here. Going to do enough damage to take out the Trevenant, and they will be able to get this Registeel out of there, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. All right, moving into the next one. We have Gyarados on the lead versus Ninetales. Okay, a very good lead matchup right here. Obviously, very, very positive, and they're deciding to stay in. They decide now to swap into Drapion, so they're going to go ahead and go for lunges. This is actually going to be a beautiful setup for them. They can come in with Greninja if they want to, but I think they might just stay in. No, yeah, they are going to go ahead and come in with the Greninja. They do need to watch out for the potential Sludge Bomb right here, but honestly, after that lunge, I don't think it's going to be doing too much damage. Definitely Crunch is not going to be doing a lot of damage, so they're going to go ahead and load up on energy and go for a Surf now, looking to get this Drapion out of there, maintaining positive switch advantage so they can have Gyarados versus the Alolan Ninetales. And we see a Stunfisk come in. Uh-oh, this Stunfisk is going to need to be shielding these Surfs, like you guys saw in a previous battle, is going to be doing an incredible amount of damage, and they might just find out how much. Okay, they do decide to Surf right there, but anyways, I think they don't get to the charge move in time. That's okay. Greninja is going to go down. We're going to see the Walrein come in and still doing super effective damage because of that ground typing here. So things are looking very, very positive for them. They're going to go ahead and give up one shield here on the Walrein to make sure they stop that discharge. And we will probably see a swap at some point back into the Alolan Ninetales. But they're going to go ahead and throw the Icicle Spear here, trying to force that final shield from the Stunfisk. And this is looking to be a good game. I think they did decide to shield right there. It was a visual glitch, but here comes the next discharge. Not going to be enough to take out the Walrein. And will we see a swap? No, they're going to go ahead and go for the Icicle Spear right away. Get that Pancake out of there, and then come in with the Gyarados to close this game out. And we do see a simultaneous swap on both Pokemon here, and Cross Poisons will be enough to close this one out because of that Fairy typing there on the Alolan Ninetales. So really positive, or really good game right there, maintaining positive switch advantage, pressuring shields at the right time, and making sure they keep the Gyarados aligned to the Alolan Ninetales, which is always very, very important here because of the typing matchups and movesets. So, good game right there. The Pancake's gonna... Oh, and they got the boost there at the last second, if you guys saw that. Good game. Moving into the next battle, we have Gyarados on the lead versus Skarmory. Another terrible matchup. They got to swap right away into that Walrein, and let's see what the opponent decides to do. They're deciding to stay in right here, which is actually really nice for them. Keeping the Gyarados greatly distanced away from Skarmory is always very advantageous, and they're going to go ahead and shield the Sky Attack now. Obviously, whatever Pokemon are in the back are potentially weak here to Walrein, or they just don't have a counter for it. So let's see how this is going to play out. Icicle Spear is doing some really nice neutral damage, and they do decide to swap into a Stunfisk. So they're going to go ahead and go for the Earthquake right away. No messing around right here. They're trying to get that G-Fisk out of there. And it lands. That is absolutely beautiful right here. That means they will be able to Powder Snow down potentially before the Galarian Stunfisk can get to a second Rock Slide here, because Rock Slide is not going to be enough damage. They're going to have to actually go for an Icicle Spear now. This is definitely going to be getting the shield here from the G-Fisk. And let's see how this plays out. Is Powder Snow? Nope, here comes another Rock Slide. That's okay. They can let this go. And we might just see Greninja come in. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and come in with the Greninja, load up on energy, and will the Skarmory come in? No, it's going to be a Ninetales. Oh, it's a Charm Ninetales as well. That is absolutely devastating right here. They're going to have to go for the Surf to do as much neutral damage as they can. They got to swap into Gyarados as well, and Skarmory now is going to be coming in. So this is looking to be a very troublesome game. They got to go for lunges now to lower that attack on Skarmory. And if they can keep this Gyarados alive somehow, they are looking pretty good. But man, this is going to be a tough one. Okay, they're going to let this go. They're going to trust in the Greninja sweep right here. Can Greninja get 2 surfs? That's what's very important. They're going to go ahead and fully farm down. Obviously, they're going to have to shield the Sky Attack right now. But if they can have 2 surfs loaded, they can take out that Alolan Ninetales. We saw how much damage 1 surf did. And there's only 1 shield left. And they have 2 surfs worth of energy. Here comes the first surf. This is going to be getting the shield from Alolan Ninetales. And I think the second one might just be enough to take it out. Here comes the second one. They get to it right away. And this, ladies and gentlemen, battlers of all ages, is a Greninja sweep. That is absolutely beautiful to see right there. All right, moving into the next one, we have Gyarados on the lead versus Clefable. Okay, very positive matchup right here. You love to see this one. They're deciding to stay in as well. Nope, they're going to go ahead and swap in the Talonflame, so we will see the Greninja come in and absolutely destroy the Talonflame. They obviously, are they going to shield? Yeah, they're going to go ahead and shield the Flame Charge. I think it would still do a ton of damage, and I think they just might go for Night Slashes now. Yeah, Night Slash here for neutral damage. Try to fish that boost while making sure they maintain switch advantage. They do get a shield right there, which is actually really nice. They're going to have to shield the next Flame Charge. This is going to do a ton of damage. That's what's crazy about Talonflame, is if you let it get out of control, it's so hard to stop. But they're going to go ahead and bubble down, fully loaded on energy. We're going to see that Clefable come in, so hopefully they can get off these 2 surfs before a charm comes through. And I don't think one got through right there, so it should be able to get to the second one. So here comes the second surf. This is going to KO the Clefable if they decide not to shield, which is absolutely beautiful to see. Oh my goodness, it almost... Greninja simultaneously KOs. The final Pokemon is going to come in, and it's going to be a Azumarill. So that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. Obviously, Cross Poisons right here doing super effective damage. They still have Walrein in the back as well, so things are looking very good. All they need to do really is get to maybe 2 more. So this one and another one, and then maybe swap into Walrein to close it out. But we'll have to see what they decide to do. Okay, they're just going to swap into Walrein right away. Fair enough, right? Catching the charge move here. Might just be an Ice Beam as well. Yeah, it is going to be an Ice Beam. That is a beautiful... that did nothing. All right, good game. Beautiful catch right there on the charge move. All right. Moving into the next battle here, we have Gyarados on the lead versus Vigoroth. Okay, interesting lead matchup. Obviously, a bit more advantageous here to the Gyarados because of the typing able to resist counters. So we will see a lunge come through, and this is where things can get kind of crazy for Gyarados because Vigoroth is going to be doing less and less damage with each lunge that does come through. Now, here comes the first charge move. It's going to be Body Slam here. We'll have to see how much it does after the lunge. Okay, not too much damage. That is definitely manageable, but here comes the second one. They might just decide to shield this. Yeah, they are going to go ahead and shield the second Body Slam. Overload a bit on energy, and then go for a go for Cross Poisons here. Maybe try to get to 2. Trying to force a shield here from Vigoroth and maintain switch advantage by throwing the second one. They do get a shield. That is beautiful, and now they go for the lunge. This should be enough damage to take out the Vigoroth based on what we saw before, but it's honestly going to be very close. They do get 2 shields. Okay, so a double attack drop right there. They're going to go ahead and let this next Body Slam go through, as it's definitely not going to be enough to KO them after 2 lunges. Can they get to the Cross Poison in time? No, they're just going to go ahead and go for the lunge, so they're able to maintain switch advantage, have a shield, and we'll have to see what is going to be in the back. Alright, next Pokemon is going to be a Haunter. Very interesting. Icicle Spear here is going to be doing a lot of neutral damage. Haunter is a very, very glassy Pokemon, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's an Altaria in the back based on the fact that Haunter is not swapping out. They get farmed down with Powder Snow as well, and it's going to be a Walrein in the back, so that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. Alright, moving to the next one, we got Gyarados on the lead versus Altaria. Okay. Bad matchup right here, but we saw what Gyarados can do in a previous battle. They're going to decide to stay in, actually. They're going to try to go for these Cross Poisons here. Maybe a lunge. No, they're going to look to catch the charge move now. Catching the Sky Attack here on Walrein is beautiful. They save all that energy on Gyarados for when they face off against Altaria later, as it's going to be swapping out. Now here it comes an Azumarill into the matchup. We'll have to see if it's going to be Registeel or Galarian Stunfisk in the back. They commonly pair with these other 2 Pokemon. But again, like before, we're just going to be seeing Earthquakes trying to land right here, doing as much neutral damage, and they land one. That is beautiful. Here comes the first charge move from Azumarill. Is it going to be the Play Rough? I'm guessing so. Yeah, it is going to be a Play Rough. So they're going to go ahead and shield that. They want to get at least one more Earthquake off, and maybe even swap. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and go for Icicle Spear. Notice the switch clock coming up. If you guys look on the right-hand side, Gyarados is coming up. They can swap out. Yes, yes, they swap out right away. Go for double cross poison here because this is going to be doing super effective damage. They save Walrein to face off against the Altaria. They can also save this shield because they should be able to survive the Play Rough, which is beautiful. And they are going to be able to get to another cross poison in time as they cannot swap out into Altaria just yet. So this is going to be enough to take out Azumarill. Altaria is going to come back in, and they're going to go ahead and go for that lunge here to debuff the attack. And then I believe the Walrein has an Icicle Spear loaded, so we'll have to see if it does. I believe it does. Yeah, it does have an Icicle Spear, so they're going to go ahead and go for it right here, doing super effective damage, getting the Altaria out of there, booming it out of the sky. And the final Pokemon is going to be Bastiodon. All right, can they get to the Earthquake? Oh, they get to the Earthquake in time. We're going to see the Greninja swap in as well. So this is looking to be a good battle. Very well played as Greninja is going to be able... Oh, actually, Bastiodon might be able to get to the Stone Edge. Oh, they still have a shield. All right, they still have a shield. This is fine. Good, really good game right there. Able to desync the switch clock, which paid off huge right there. Beautiful, beautiful game. All right, Gyarados versus Medicham. Okay, obviously they want to keep Medicham here on the lead. Medicham does very well against that backline, and Gyarados with these lunges is going to be deadly here. So they're deciding to go for Charge Move right away. That's just going to be a Power-Up Punch. It might be an Ice Punch. No, it's just going to be Power-Up Punch, yeah. That is looking perfectly fine. They can still just go for lunges and just constantly debuff the Medicham. If Medicham's constantly going for Power-Up Punches, there is no shield pressure here on Gyarados whatsoever. So they do get the first shield. We do see a swap into Bastiodon as well. So Greninja is going to go ahead and come in. They're going to go for the Surf as well right away, trying to force that shield from Bastiodon or at least get it extremely low so when they can farm it down. Extremely low was an understatement. They cannot, or an overstatement, they cannot get it extremely low. They're going to have to shield the Stone Edge here from the Bastiodon. But now I think they might just be able to farm down with Bubble. We'll have to see. This is going to be a close race. They're actually just going to go ahead and go for the Night Slash instead, fishing for that boost, doing neutral damage, getting the Bastiodon out of the game. Now, Medicham's going to be coming back in, so they're going to go ahead and go for the Surf here. This still does quite a bit of damage. Neutral at that here versus the Medicham. Oh, things are looking very interesting. We'll have to see if it's going to be Registeel or Galarian Stunfisk in the back, but Gyarados does have a lunge locked and loaded and going to be forcing that final shield here from the Medicham, which it does. That is beautiful. Now, they got to be careful about Psychic here, so they will give up the shield. Is it going to be the Psychic? No, it's just going to be an Ice Punch. That is perfectly fine. They should be able to get to a lunge in time. Actually, they're going to over-farm a bit, so we'll have to see what that final Pokemon is going to be, as Ice Punch is not going to be enough damage. They're just going to commit to the hard farm down. They have to go for Cross Poison, though. Get this Medicham out of there, and what is the final Pokemon going to be? Let's see. It is going to be, I believe that was Swampert. Could have been Whiscash. I saw Groundwater. So we will see the lunge land right here. And okay, it's going to be Seismitoad. Still Groundwater right there. Double lunges. Really nice. And they can swap into Walrein to close this game out. So really good battle right there. Playing the Medicham game perfectly, and Bastiodon overloading on energy, making sure they can get to the Surf there versus Medicham. So this is looking to be a good game. Earth Power is not going to be enough damage because of all those debuffs, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. And that was the final battle. So, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. These battles were really awesome. Gyarados, Greninja, and Walrein for your final day here in Great League. So, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.